Or you
Do
spelled
they
it wrong.
still make blank?
Good podcasts.
I'm thinking. No, we don't make those for sure. Somebody does.
Well, we never
Like,
made one of those, so we can't
yeah, I
still
was gonna
make
say
them.
like
Whenever I answer the phone, I'm like, hello.
What pissed you off?
It's a great argument to have.
I love my mom, but I think she's half crazy for doing that.
How dare you?
Do you work with your girlfriend, Mark? Or your wife? Mark?
I keep them separated. Sometimes I call people, they don't answer the phone. I'm like, them.
Wrong number, click.
Well, he's not that smart, but sometimes he sounds like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Go.
Therefore, you're an ass, and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah, but what do we know?
shall we play a game?
There we go. I think we shall
Ooh.
play a game. What game shall we play, Mark?
How about Google Feud?
Google Feud. I just heard about this game the other day for the very first time.
I'm just hearing about this game right now.
I have not played
For
it
the
at
very first
all.
time.
I am trying to get the screen set up so I can host some Google Feud.
Do I need to bring up a screen?
I don't think. I think I'll have to read you guys. Hold on, I'm trying to line up the boxes.
Okay, Jeff will have to be the host. That means he has to kiss us before we answer. This game is supposed
Yeah,
to be
that's how
based
the
off
hosts
of.
work.
Can I
This game
decline?
is based
No.
off of Family Feud.
And I
if
use
you
tongue,
don't,
by the way.
if you don't know how that works, basically it's the top answers. So they like in Family
Do I have
Feud
to
they
buzz
ask
in?
100 people, and then they take the top 100 answers, and then you guess, and you get points for getting the answers correct.
Can I have a buzzer?
Google
Do I have a
Feud,
buzzer?
No, because we're gonna have to play with each other.
right?
Play.
So we can't play against each other. The
Why did
game's
you
not
It's
set up.
all part of the French kissing, Mike.
We
The
have
game's
to
not
As
set
the
up.
host, I get to
get
determine
together.
these
Other.
rules.
I don't like the direction this podcast is going. I feel like we're in the wrong category of podcasting for sure. I don't think people are going to find us if they search. All right, I'm ready. Let's do this.
So this is basically the top 10
I'm young. I need money.
autocomplete with Google. So it'll give you part of a phrase, and this is how the first 10 autocompletes would show up on Google if there is 10. Sometimes they're not 10, but
As of like today, is that what we're talking about?
I'm not exactly sure.
I'm not sure
As
either,
of
but-
whenever.
All right, good game.
Either way, so we got categories to choose from here. Google Feud. We can either be culture, people, names, or questions.
I feel like both of you have way more knowledge of this game. than
I've
me.
never loaded it up. I've heard about it the other day for the first time. Mark brought it up at the beginning of the podcast.
I played it last night with my wife for an hour. People is actually sort of strange because I'm not exactly sure what they mean by people. I think it's just basically what people might type into Google.
So
And that-
what? Wait, tell me the categories again.
Culture, people, names, or questions.
Do I get to choose first?
Sure.
I want questions.
Questions.
Questions is a fun one.
Just click questions. Okay, so what happens if you microwave?
Fill
What
in the
would the
blank.
autocomplete be? A CD.
Beep.
Well,
Do I
okay.
buzz it?
I thought we were just
Buzz
gonna
in.
we were gonna work for each other.
We're
to-
together.
to try to
Mike.
find
We're
out
like
if
a
we can-
family.
Or
We're
you
like
can
a
go get
family.
your taboo buzzer. We can,
Yeah, I was just gonna say I could go get that. Who are we competing against, though?
just to see because we only have three
Ourselves.
wrong guesses will eliminate the category. You lose,
Oh,
and you want to get all 10 of them based on what I'm
Well-
reading on this thing.
so can I guess first? How is this working? I'm unclear.
Okay, what
Let's take
happens if you
turns.
microwave
We'll take
blank?
turns.
A
Yeah.
cat.
A cat. It was number 3.
Yeah!
Number 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Mark.
You. I don't want to steal yours, so I'll say a light bulb. Light bulb.
A light bulb. Nah. I don't think I have sound. Is there supposed to be sound in this? Was there
No,
sound when
it
you played?
doesn't
Oh.
sound.
Okay, a CD.
I can make sound effects. Do we need me to make?
CD wasn't one of them.
CD wasn't.
It was
okay.
not. Is that you buzzing in, or are you telling me I was wrong?
No, I was
I'm
telling
getting-
you.
I'm getting confused now.
Is it back to me?
It's back
Yeah.
to you.
Oh no. I only had one good answer. No,
It was the number 3 answer. But that only just makes me question how many times have you typed that into Google?
All right, hey, somebody typed in
well, that was
microwaving a
kind of
cat.
like it was kind of a news story for a half a second. All right, how about what if you microwave a fork?
A fork. Oh, it's getting metal's probably one. Oh,
Metal.
no, it was wrong. Oh my god. So metal was number 2.
What?
Wow. So styrofoam was the number 1 answer, apparently. What happens if you microwave styrofoam? Because it's something big that's asked. Metal, number 2 answer. A cat's number 3 answer. Weed is the number 4 answer.
Okay.
I feel like on the actual Family Feud, I would have got metal out of fork.
Yeah, but I mean, this was exact because there's not a person, I don't think, that actually types in the answers.
Some of these are the strangest things in the world, and I want to go to a Google page and actually see if they're actually what comes up if I typed in that. But
my point is, if I was actually on Family Feud and guessed cat and fork, I think we would have still been alive to get to guess.
weed.
Maybe, yeah.
one answer.
5
I think
is,
and frankly, I don't want to get too carried away after the first round of this game, but I feel like I'm carrying this team at this. I mean, really. So
you are the
I
only
would-
one that's gotten any points. That is correct.
That's
I
right.
would ask that you guys kind of step it up a little bit.
So-
All right, let's continue.
I'm surprised none of you thought of what would happen if you microwaved a banana, which is the number 5 answer. Dry ice, number 6.
Aren't there?
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Aren't there only 3 answers?
No, there's 10.
Oh, 10.
Top 10.
Top 10.
We're supposed to get 10 answers?
Yep. But you can only get 3 wrong guesses.
Right.
Okay.
So,
All right. What was 6?
dry ice.
Okay.
Nutella.
That is a curious one. Actually, now that we mention it,
Nutella or Nutella?
I thought it was Nutella, but
I think it's Nutella. That's 7.
that's
Maybe
7.
I don't know why anyone is interested in what happens when you microwave that, because I feel like it'd be the same as peanut butter.
I'm also not sure why. Number 8 is confusing to me because it's an egg, which
I almost said an egg.
Close.
But you can
Close.
you microwave eggs. I can microwave eggs. Not
Right,
not
no,
in the shell. You take it out of the shell.
Well, and that was what came to my brain when I thought of it, was what if you microwave an egg in a shell, but
And this one's weird too because this one's something that I would think does get microwaved very often. It probably shouldn't, but it
Water?
does. Breast milk.
that gets microwaved all the time.
Yeah, that's why you're not. I know you're not supposed to because it can make parts of it too hot. Because you can only microwave like the outer edge and
Well,
it burns
same
the
as
baby.
formula.
It's
Same as baby formula.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying that I don't know. And
That's a dumb answer. I
and
disagree with that.
10's even dumber. What happens if you microwave fire?
Not big.
Actually, something really cool happens when you microwave fire. Have you ever actually seen a video?
No, people,
pretty
go
cool.
try it at home. No, don't try it at home.
What
Please
happens?
don't.
Mark?
Oh, actually, oh no, it creates the fire. Actually, pulses outward. It's sort of weird. But
Definitely.
I think for us, Jeff, we should have said lettuce because that happened at McDonald's.
That is true. We should have said lettuce. And well, therefore, we have microwaved, in theory, lettuce and fire then. Because if you do microwave lettuce for long enough, it catches on fire in the microwave.
When we worked at McDonald's, there was these skewers where they're like super microwave, and one of the workers there put in like as much time as you can to the microwave and put lettuce in there and just let it rotate and go for a long time. I don't know exactly how long it went for, but I remember Jeff opened it and smoke was coming out and it was on fire. Microwaving lettuce until it caught on fire.
Yep. Yep.
Good time.
The plastic in that microwave was never the same. Next round, though, since you're the guy carrying this team, you have honors to choose category again.
All right. What are the remaining categories?
Well, you can still do all 4, but it's culture, people, names, and questions.
And I did questions
You did
before.
questions, correct.
I would like to do. Who knows? People.
People. How to look.
Blank. How to look. Like I said, it's not
What?
necessarily have to do with people. It's
So it's
what
just like
people
Google
type
searches.
in.
It's like how to
Yeah.
look sexy.
How
Yeah,
to look?
that would be
Yeah,
one.
I was going to say
Maybe.
I'm gonna. Do I get to
Sexy,
go
number
first?
5. Woo!
Whoa,
Sorry, I already went
nice.
first.
Clearly, I don't get to go
Nope,
first.
sorry.
However, sexy is number 5. Younger is my answer.
Younger is probably a good one. Number 4. You
Oh, then
son
I'll
of
do
a
the
bitch.
opposite. Older.
Older. Older number 3. How to look
How to look?
homeless?
No.
Maybe.
I feel like most people are trying to do the opposite of that.
How to look not homeless?
You said beautiful.
I said sexy. I mean, Mark,
Yeah.
you played this before. Would it be different derivations of the same word?
It can be sometimes. And
I'm
sometimes
going
it's like,
beautiful,
how to look
no.
sexy, YouTube.
Big X.
Or something like that.
Big X on the beautiful.
Eh.
How to look bald. Like Rick James. Or like something would be
Like, how to look,
Like
Bigger.
a celebrity.
oh, it's
Or-
bigger, stronger.
yeah, stronger.
So we'll do bigger is not it. Stronger is not it either. That's it.
Is that 3?
Oh, I was right with the like though. Oh, the number 1 is hot
Ooh,
with
hot.
1 T.
Ah.
So apparently you're asking how to look at a higher temperature for whatever reason. Number 2, Mike, though, is pretty. So pretty, beautiful, sexy, all different.
And by the way, if we recall back to when we were in our early 20s, I believe these were all scales of my inebriation.
I
If we remember my drunk scale.
don't.
You
Wait,
don't
where you
remember,
going with
like,
this?
I don't.
top of my inebriation scale was I look pretty or I feel pretty.
I do not remember this. By the time you were at the inebriation level to feel pretty, I was drunk and passed out. So
Maybe that's the case. All right. This was a bad story.
number 6 was skinny. Number 7, taller. Number 8,
Me.
sick. How to
Look sick?
Oh,
Probably
like
like
you're
kids
faking. Like you're
being
faking,
sick.
yeah.
Number 9, like a model. And number 10, rich.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, those are pretty good
I
answers.
said celebrity. That's kind of
Like a model. It's close. So, Mark, you technically
Rich.
got the most points this time. Yeah. Somehow older being... I guess it's probably because
Why?
kids.
Didn't we only get 3?
We got 3, but Mark, they're all worth different points, and Mark's was the highest point value.
Yeah, you get more points the higher you are.
Oh.
Just like Family Feud, you
So,
get the number 1
It's like
answer,
you get
more points.
10,000 for number 1, 9,000 for number 2, 8,000 for number 3. It's just a
So what's the cumulative score right now?
cumulative score. You're winning, Mike, obviously,
Yeah!
because you got 7,000 plus 6,000 last round.
Right.
13,000?
So I'm sitting with 6,000. Mark's sitting with 8,000. But Mark has
I'm coming
honors
for you.
this round
I'm
for
coming for you.
category.
All right.
Let's try culture.
Culture. Baseball is blank.
Boring.
Oops, I almost spelled it wrong. Nope. Nobody thinks
really?
baseball is boring.
No one thinks that.
Well, the
Ooh.
thing is,
Everyone
I guess you
thinks
gotta think of it. Why would you type that into Google? Just the straight up baseball is boring. Like you'd have to be like,
Why do people type in a lot of things?
baseball is sexy, thinner, like a model.
Whose turn is it?
Whoever, just throw something.
The
out.
American pastime.
Baseball. Is it pastime with 2 T's? P-A-S-T-T-I-M-E or just P-A-S-T-I-M-E? Or is it 2 words?
Two words, right?
Only
Pass.
2 words.
That makes more sense, and it's not right.
Oh.
What?
Baseball is a sport.
Sport.
Nope. Oh my God.
Got 0 points.
Baseball
on
is
that.
dying. Baseball is better. Baseball is life. Baseball is not a sport. Better than football. Like church. The best sport. A team sport for who? This one we should have gotten. Gay.
Oh.
Just internet.
Or a game of failure.
I hate
Well,
these.
then it comes back to who would type that. Like, baseball is not a sport. Type there. Now the world knows.
The only one we haven't done so far is names, so we should do names.
Haters
The names
got it.
is difficult.
Hate.
Kevin, Costner,
Kevin Bacon.
Costner, Bacon. Oh, maybe I spelled Costner wrong because that didn't work. Bacon didn't work either. What the? Does Bacon spell his name different?
What is this, Kevin?
Kevin.
In
Maybe
names?
everybody else
There's no
spelled it wrong.
Costner. There's no Bacon.
Kevin James.
Spacey.
Oh, Spacey is probably a good one.
Spacey or ACY?
CEY, I think.
EY, I think.
Number 3, Kevin Spacey.
Ooh.
How is Costner and Bacon not? Kevin,
I don't know.
6
Well, I
degrees
guess
of
they're
separation
older.
with Kevin Bacon. 6 degrees. It's a whole thing. 6 degrees. Everything's related 6 degrees to
Okay.
Kevin Bacon. How can you not be one of the top 10 answers on Google?
Is it Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith is the guy from Clerks and
Yeah. I was thinking
Kevin Garnett is probably one.
It wasn't Kevin Smith, so we don't get to guess anymore. But so Costner was there. I just spelled it wrong.
Okay. What number?
What? Number
number?
5.
Okay.
Hart. Kevin Hart.
Oh, jeez.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Gates. Kevin Costner. Kevin Love. Kevin O'Leary. Kevin Hart Tour. Kevin Jonas or Kevin Garnett.
Okay.
I should have thought of Kevin Love and there was another basketball player on there too. I should have thought of
I should have thought of O'Leary.
Kevin Hart. He seems like an obvious answer that we passed over.
Costner, I just spelled wrong. I don't know who Kevin Gates is.
Who was the other one? Kevin
Hart Tour. Oh, Kevin Hart Tour. Okay, so that's probably not
No,
a person.
before
that's-
that, it's just
O'Leary, Jonas, Garnett, Love,
up at the top.
Durant.
Kevin Durant. Yeah, that's the one I should have thought. He's a basketball player too.
Gotcha. I want to go back to questions.
Yeah, I like
That was
questions
fun.
like that.
How does one become a blank? Ordained minister.
Oh, that's a good one.
Not there.
Millionaire.
One become. Oh.
This really teaches me how I don't know how to spell. AIRE?
Yes.
Not there. Or spelled wrong.
How to become
Billionaire.
rich.
Rich. Not
Ooh.
there. Wow.
Oh.
0 for
Wow.
3. And
Horrible.
what? This doesn't make How to become saint, sociopath, Supreme Court justice, judge, leader, life coach, Christian, narcissist, Mason, or U.S. citizen.
What?
Oh, U.S. citizen.
These are
No, but-
supposedly the top 10 answers. I'm going to go to Google and just go, how
To become
a...
Yeah. Because
And-
there's no way other than how to become a U.S. citizen, any of these are in the top.
The top 4 that I get are an Uber driver, a model, an astronaut, or a flight attendant. So none of the things that were just on the game.
So
It could be-
everything
it could
we've
be-
been doing is flawed, and it's a waste of everyone's time.
Well, it
which
might
is
not
why
be
I'm
an
not
updated
dominating, probably.
So let's do it again because it's fun. Can you milk a blank?
Can you milk a?
Can you-
Podcast topic for way too long.
Podcast. So it's gonna be a cat.
I was gonna say cat.
Well, it's because I'm trying to think of exactly how he says it in Meet the Parents. I got
Yeah.
nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? But would it be like, can you milk a dad? Is that what it's gonna say? But he talks
What
about
was,
milking
what was
a
the
cat.
blank?
Can you
Tell me
milk a
the
blank?
question.
And cat is number 1. And I'm sure it's from Meet the Parents. I guarantee it's from Meet the Parents because he talks about
Can you
milking
milk
a
a
cat.
blank?
Yeah.
Go.
Goat.
Oh,
But you can milk a goat.
yeah. Well, people might not.
Ostrich.
Oh, rat from
The
the
goat
Simpsons.
work?
Rats. Nope.
What?
Oh, can you milk a milkman?
I wonder if Cal's gonna be there just because.
Cow. Nope.
No.
Pig,
Top 10?
horse, buffalo, camel, chicken, sheep, llama, whale, and dolphin. So this game is not nearly as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Is anyone keeping score at this point?
I'm winning.
We'll take your word for it.
All right. Yeah. I was
No
gonna-
idea. Oh god, I'm so like, should I stop playing this game?
I feel like my answers have been way smarter than
Playing
anything.
this
Should I stop smoking?
Smoking. No.
Wait, what?
Drinking.
What is the category?
Should I stop
Smoking's not on there. Drinking is though.
masturbating? Should I stop
This
masturbating?
Masturbating is number
Game,
4.
I feel like should be the number one answer.
I tried this game. It was not on there. Should I stop trying?
Should I stop
No.
dressing like a woman?
Should I stop smoking weed is number 1. Drinking number 2. Drinking coffee number 3. Masturbating number 4. Taking birth control number 5. Texting him is number 6. Playing video games 7. Talking to him is 8. Calling him is 9. I think the same person was
So-
constantly asking Google questions all night one night.
Yeah.
Should I
yeah.
stop texting him? Should I stop calling
Every
him?
18-year-old woman who is on the internet apparently is determining the direction of this Google questions game.
I was
Are they
so-
really asking like Google this question?
don't-
Like, Google, tell me the answer to this.
I thought this game would have so much more to it than this. Like, more.
You were
different-
sadly
I
mistaken.
was sadly mistaken, and I'm very disappointed for even playing this game now. I wanted to
I like it.
I thought it was gonna be a lot of fun, but
I was going to say, at this point, we're making fun of it.
yes,
We're not learning anything constructive.
that's true. Questions again. Do they still make blank
Ooh, Twinkies.
Twinkies?
Yes, they do, for sure.
Not an answer.
Or you
Do
smoke
they
them.
still make blank?
Good podcasts.
I'm thinking, no, we don't make those for sure. Somebody does.
But we never
Like,
made one of those, so we can't
Yeah,
still
I was
make
going to say,
them.
like, cereal makes those all the time. but-
Blueberry.
Huh?
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
Isn't it Count Chocula and then
Blueberry, that's right. That was a good cereal.
Yeah, Blueberry.
And I don't know the answer to that.
not one of these answers.
Do they
This-
still
This is
make?
the kind of game that the more you play it, the probably better you get, though.
But probably
Like,
as you
you
start
get
to know
used
the
to-
answers.
Well, no, I mean, like, you might get to know, like, the style of how people ask questions in Google.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
we should know that as human beings because we have the same kind of questions.
Right, but, I mean, this is
Or are
probably
we just
geared
way
towards,
smarter
what,
than
18,
average
16-year-olds type in more.
I don't know. But do they still make blank?
Do they
We have
still?
one more guess to get one of the top 10 answers.
Do they still make cloned sheep?
Cloned sheep. Nope, unfortunately not.
Oh, if that would have been an answer.
Dunkaroo.
These are actually kind of interesting. Dunkaroos, Zima, waterbeds, Hummers, Jello pudding pops, Tang, $2 bills, Quaaludes,
Quaaludes.
Quaaludes,
Quaaludes.
Wii
Drugs.
games, or Funny Bones.
Huh.
Funny
Weird.
Bones.
When I was playing this yesterday with my wife, Molly, the drug Molly, came up a lot for the answers.
Really? Okay, one more. Where do I
Quaaludes.
buy a
Dude.
wedding ring?
What is the question?
Where do I buy a blank?
Prostitute.
Prostitute. It's probably hooker. If you're asking Google, it's
Oh.
probably hooker because prostitute's not there.
Where do you buy a
Sandwich.
Russian wife?
Probably Russia. Russian wife is not an answer.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with wedding ring. Nope. Damn it. A hedgehog.
Whoopi.
Number one is hedgehog.
How's that number one?
Hedgehog. Who the hell wants to buy a hedgehog?
Number 2 is selfie stick. Number 3 is Fitbit.
Selfie stick.
Number 4 is Visa gift card. 5 is dog. 6 is money order. 7 is drone. 8 is Mirror Sims free play. 9 is House in White Run.
What?
This game is making my brain hurt at this point.
10 is Passport.
Passport? How do... Alright, never mind.
I gotta play one more just because.
Alright, go ahead.
Good, this will be a good one to end this segment on.
I was going to
Okay.
say, I feel like we can't end on that note because that made my brain just literally swell up with blood and it's...
Well, I'm glad you're talking about your brain because it says what body parts can you blank?
What body parts can you?
Alter.
You think it's alter?
Yes.
Alter. Nope. I think it's break. Pierce.
Okay.
I bet you Pierce is one.
Tattoo.
Pierce is one. It's number 6. Tatoo. Tattoo. Tattoo is not one. Or is it 2 T's in tattoo?
2 O's.
I did put 2 O's. Tatoo.
T-A-T-T-O-O.
TTOO. Shoot. Tattoo still wasn't tattoo.
Oh.
Number 1 answer. We should have thought of this one. Sell.
Oh.
Oh, we should have.
I was also thinking masturbate or have sex with.
Sell, donate. Donate for money. 2 different
Oh,
things.
wow.
Donate and donate for money. Use
Yeah.
nair on. Not live without. Pierce. Legally sell. Work out every day. Donate while alive. Or live without.
Wow, they're really about giving away body parts here.
I like this game. I have to say. As much as we're really, really bad at it, it's just funny to hear the answers. Like when we fail miserably and then hear the actual answer. I'm very interested in like the humanity side of it, where people are actually actively going to Google and seeking these things. I feel like I'm getting a better grip on humanity with each passing topic.
I'm trying to think if it's better that we're like outside of what society normally thinks.
By
Or
the way,
is that,
maybe
like,
that's part
we're
of why
not
I
with
like this
them?
game, is because I feel like I'm so on the outside of these poor people searching for these answers.
So is my cat blank?
Is my cat pregnant?
A pussy. Pregnant number 1. Is my cat pregnant? We got a number 1 answer.
Nice.
Nice.
Dead is probably one.
Is my
Yeah.
cat rabid?
Dead. Dead is not one. Rabid is also not one.
Happy or sad?
Wait, which
Depressed.
one? I only have one more. One more guess.
Happy, sad, depressed.
Happy, sad, depressed.
That is
Depressed.
not a single answer.
Depressed. Depressed number 8.
Yeah.
And probably like
Category.
happy, depressed, sad, and all variations in between.
Sad. No sad.
Oh,
Oh, happy was one.
which makes us sad.
In heat, sick, happy, fat, dying. I said dead. It says dying.
Is my cat fat? Do you really need to answer that question? You can eyeball it and know that.
No, Mike, you don't understand. It's the days.
Whoever Googles
It's
that.
the days of Google. You must ask permission. Overweight, depressed, constipated, or lonely.
Is my... Never mind.
No, I remember
Right, go ahead.
we house sat for your aunt one time, Mike, and your aunt had like the fattest cat, and it blew my mind how fat. I mean, these were like almost dog-sized cats. They're so huge, and it's stuck in my mind that this cat was so fat, and it was eating science diet, which I fed my cat, and it weighed like 1 pound, and it was so fat and lazy that it would sleep next to the food bowl. It would wake up, stretch out its neck,
And
eat some food, and then go back to sleep. I'm thinking, No wonder you're so fat.
Wasn't that incredible? By the way, that was my crazy aunt. I think I've
Yeah.
talked about her on this podcast before, who in like she was 6'3" and I don't know, 270, 280. Like she was a big woman herself, and she
She might.
apparently enjoyed her cats the same sort of dimensions, I guess.
Well, she might not know that her cat's fat. She's like about the same size as me, so.
Well, that's
Right,
because they
same.
didn't. Google wasn't popular back then. She had nobody to ask if her cat was overweight.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe she's one of those who are Googling, "Is my cat overweight at 35
30
inches
pounds.
and 87 pounds?"
So, is the president a blank?
Oh, Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's number one.
Oh, yes.
For sure.
Muslim is number one. Douchebag. I don't think many people ask that, but I mean, it would fit.
I would say maybe white.
Or a white.
A foreigner.
Or is it A? Is the president A?
Foreigner's not there, but I'm wondering if it's going to be like an American, even though the
Yeah,
the
I
A
was
is already
gonna
there, and I
say-
can't put. It would be, is the president a American? And somebody's going to Google that. Probably doesn't necessarily know when the N is supposed to be there. So they could have asked that specifically. A
See,
American.
because I'm trying to think if they're putting Muslim, they might put Arab because a lot of people they don't know the difference between.
Arab, not an answer. I wish you
So
could change it so you could just keep guessing until you said you were done.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
you only get 3 guesses. Is the president a right-wing wacko?
Democrat.
Democrat. Is number 10. Is you think
Whoa,
Republican
wow.
number 9?
A lot of
Oh,
people
wait.
are stupid. They don't really understand.
Is the president what's a terrorist?
A terrorist is a good
A
one.
Kenyan?
I'm thinking if Democrats there, Republicans going to be there too, right?
Mm,
Nah.
Okay.
well, if Democrat barely squeaked in at 10, I think people recognize him more for his Democratic views than Republicans.
So do you think terrorist?
Hawaiian, because he
A
actually
Hawaiian?
Or U.S.
or his
citizen?
grandparents or something.
A
Are
U.S. citizen would be a good one.
ooh, U.S. citizen is probably a good one.
U.S. citizen was not there. Civilian, puppet, military officer, politician, Christian, federal employee, part
Christian.
of Congress, Mason, and Democrat.
Mason. See, Mason.
Not answers I expected, but I do like to see that people basically think our president's a Muslim puppet, and they better make sure he's a Christian.
And they're not sure that he's a Democrat, even though the majority voted for him.
Is it wrong to blank? Masturbate?
Evade.
Not an answer.
Oh, really? Is it
Purchase
wrong?
hookers and do drugs at the same time.
Oh, it's something about drugs, probably. Probably like, is it wrong to do Quaaludes, or is it wrong to do Molly, or is it wrong to smoke weed?
To smoke weed. Not an answer.
Sure.
It's probably a variation of that, though.
No, because most of the nation thinks that's okay at this point.
Is it wrong to beat your wife?
What did I just saw? That I saw a video like
Was it of a guy beating his wife?
Ray Rice?
Sean Connery. They asked Sean Connery, "Do you think it's okay to beat a woman?" And he's like, "Yeah, sometimes, depending on the situation." But
I mean, if a woman is beating me up, I think it's right to be able to
I don't-
punch back. So he's right,
Right.
depending on the situation.
right, but I think he was implying like if they more of the older style, like they talk back to you, so you just
Put them in their place? Yeah, that too.
America is in a really bad situation.
They should have asked Arnold Schwarzenegger next. I mean,
I just told a kind of joke about Ray Rice beating his wife. However, in the same breath, like if you follow football at all, Greg Hardy, who's an NFL player, just recently signed with a team, and that was kind of big news how much money he's making. Meanwhile, he beat it was either his wife or girlfriend, I can't remember which, way worse than the video of Ray Rice, who just made,
Right.
mainstream media because video existed of it.
I
And
see. Why isn't he in
but he's
jail?
fine. He's good to go.
Because
Like he's going to play this year.
he's not in jail. Ray Rice, you mean? Because the wife didn't press charges.
Well, see,
It's
but
the-
if
it's the
there's
same
video of it,
situation.
why do you need?
Because somebody needs to press charges against you still for assault.
Like,
Assault's
seems
not
like-
just a thing that you can. Like, if somebody even breaks into your car, I don't think that you can. Even if there was video evidence and all that stuff, I don't think they can arrest them unless you press charges against them.
So it's not. So it's really, in a way, it's not illegal to beat someone up.
Technically,
Because if they don't press charges, because I thought the whole like you have to press charges because they need like evidence. Like without anybody pressing charges, they don't have anybody saying you did this or not did this. But I thought, if they get you on video like beating someone up, it would be illegal. That's assault, isn't it?
I mean,
Or battery.
well, yes.
I mean, you don't need someone to say, I have to press charges for
No. This is actually this is
Yeah.
taking it to a random extreme. But some girls like to be smacked around in the bedroom. Does
Yeah.
that mean you're assaulting them if they want you to do it? That you should just be able to get taken to jail for?
So like,
I mean,
so I guess-
I'm saying it like as an extreme example that people
Right,
could
right.
like possibly relate to out there. I mean, it's something that exists.
I guess basically then I don't know. It seems weird that we have that kind of. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that it wasn't very consenting in in those kinds of videos and situations. But I guess if you don't want to become too draconian,
Yeah. I don't know.
right. Well, and it's sort of like the NFL has a tough road to hoe because it's sort of. I mean, when we think about boxing, like boxing in its heyday, like Ali Frazier was like huge. That was a big event, like in U.S. culture.
right?
Um, all these. I mean, when you think back to, you can talk about like Ali Frazier and Ali Foreman, all these different boxing
Tyson.
matches that were just like huge. It had
Muhammad Ali.
cultural
Yes.
impact. And football is sort of past that at this point, and they're just sort of taking on water where boxing is not even a topic of discussion at this point for the most part. I mean, right now, we have the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao fight that's
Right.
on the horizon or whatever, but I mean, think about the last 5 years. Can you think about any major fight that really, can you name two
I've never
fighters that have
watched
fought in
any
the
of
past
their
5 years who have been a big mainstream thing? No, because boxers have taken so much head abuse and they're so injured and stuff that, people don't want to root for anyone at this point. And football is becoming the same way because in any given season, so many people are injured and concussions and, all these different scenarios where athletes are, 15 years past their prime and committing suicide because of this, debilitating brain injuries they have from playing the sport that, sad to say, but the NFL is on its way out. And when you add people like Ray Rice and Greg Hardy and Adrian Peterson, who, geez, if you follow football and saw what he did to his 4-year-old kid, how do you ever root for that guy again, even if you live in Minnesota? It's
Well-
disgusting.
Well, as with almost any sports, as long as it makes a lot of money, it doesn't really matter what the players do sometimes. I mean, O.J. Simpson, killed someone. Supposedly,
He was
maybe.
he was acquitted.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Right.
I don't think he was playing football still at the time, though, so it probably didn't really matter. So,
But I mean that would go to your point even more that what Mike just brought up, not O.J. Simpson, but boxing.
yeah.
That's physically people fighting. Nobody goes to jail
Right.
for having a boxing match.
Well, I think there is I think there are some stipulations. Like, you can't, if you're, let's say you're beating someone and they're down for the count, and then all of a sudden you just jump on them and just start punching them
But
until
you can,
like
but you
their
can
skull.
But you can still
Okay.
beat them. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like it's one of those
there's-
things that you don't go to jail.
But there's a pre-consent form though before. I don't think the wife's here. Sign this to
But
beat me.
that's still you still can't consent for somebody to do something illegal to you if it would be illegal
That's
no matter
true.
what.
That's not true. UFC fighting, I mean, legitimately, like that whole sport is about you beat somebody until they're unconscious.
Yeah,
Right,
UFC.
but I'm
UFC.
saying that it must not be illegal unless somebody presses charges then, because even if something's illegal, it's illegal to murder somebody. Somebody can't just be like, I want you to murder me. That's what Jack Kevorkian got into. I want you to
Yeah,
murder
you
me.
can't
I'm
do that.
giving you consent. And well, I guess technically that is kind of illegal now in some areas, but most places it's not. And when Jack Kevorkian did it, it was not either. But somebody was trying to consent to do something that was illegal, and he still went to jail.
Right.
So I guess we got way off topic on this. We should do one more of these things and then go to finish this one off and then cut this.
With a happy note.
Cut this episode. Is it wrong to blank? Kill someone. Beat your child. Beat your wife in an
Beat your
elevator. Yeah. What one do we want to go with?
I don't even know. Like, we joked about the whole Adrian Peterson thing, but that is,
Oh, beat your wife then.
Beat your
no. Well, Adrian Peterson was the one who beat his kid and posted pictures about it.
and
It's
no.
your kid.
So these are
Oh.
interesting though.
Yeah, well, clearing that up, he didn't post pictures about it he had a kid with an ex-wife or whatever, and when the child went back to the ex-wife, like she sent the pictures to Child Protective Services.
Right.
That was how the pictures got out, and it was just disturbing what he did.
So is
Okay.
it wrong to what? What'd you say, Mark?
Oh, beat your wife?
Oh no, I thought you just said something. It's number one answer, be gay. Number two,
I was gonna guess that.
number two, like your cousin. By the way, we'll jump around a little bit because number 4 is date your cousin, and number 9 is sleep with your cousin.
Damn, Shelbyville.
3 is eat meat. 5 is be strong. 6 is cheat. 7 is ask God for a sign. 8 is pray for money. And 10 is hate your mother.
This is a weird game.
It is a weird game. If you guys
I
would
kinda
like,
like it,
if you guys
but-
would like to see more of this game on our podcast, let us know by emailing us at wdwkpodcast@gmail.com. And if you'd not like to see any more of this game, email us at wdwkpodcast@gmail.com and let us know what you would like to see more of.
Or follow us at Facebook at What Do We Know? I don't even know how you look for us.
Facebook.com/whatdoweknow, I believe is how you get there. Or Twitter.
We're on Twitter.
Podcast at Twitter, whatever that is.
That's whatever.
At
Hashtag
Twitter.
whatever.
Just,
Find us on social media somewhere. We'll be there.
all right, guys. Send us an email, wdwkpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/wdwkpodcast. Check us out on Twitter, twitter.com/wdwkpodcast. Or Facebook, facebook.com/whatdoweknow. We like to keep you
I
guessing.
call people. They don't answer the phone. I'm like,
Wrong number, click.
Well, he's not that smart. Sometimes he sounds like he knows what he's doing.
yeah.
Go.
But therefore, you're an ass, and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah, but what do we know?